hours. If you couldn't tell, that's Discovery by Rush. And the point of the song Discovery is the world that's over here actually. The point of the song Discovery is the world is located within under control of a federation in which everything is regulated: art, movies, pictures, and music. And within this world, a young man, he enters a cave for the first time, and he discovers an ancient device. The ancient device, of course, is a guitar, but he doesn't know that. But for the first time in many years, new music is created. And it's unregulated by the Federation, it's just pure. He admires the sounds that reverberate from this instrument. He loves it so much that he decides to show it to the elders to show it off. But this encounter doesn't go well. It ends in the destruction of the guitar. And the reason is because they were afraid. They knew that music promotes freedom and creativity, something that the Federation really needed to keep under control. I know we don't live in a world in which everything is regulated. It's no Big Brother society. But music still does provide freedom for some people. And I can offer you the means to gain that freedom today. What I hold right now is the Epiphone Les Paul Special. This is a wonderful guitar to own. It comes with two standard humbucker pickups right here. Each one is for rhythm, the one in the front, and the other one is for solos. A set of standard strings, not pushing right now. 21 frets located on the rosewood neck, and tone and volume knobs, as well as a switch to switch between the two humbuckers. It's a very simple design. It's not very elaborate or artsy. It's a guitar. It's functional. It's based off of the original Les Paul. The shape is based off of the original Les Paul. So is the sound. When there are strings on here, on the fretboard, the strings are usually placed closer together, as to keep chord changing. To make sure that when you change chords, it'll be a simple transition. On the acoustic guitars, usually the strings are set farther apart, and when people are playing, they usually have to play it open, which is when all strings are, where no fingers are touching any of the strings, they have to play open in order to keep with tempo and as well as to give enough time to switch between chords. What can the competitors have to offer? Well, Epiphone has three major competitors. You have Gibson, Fender, and Dean. Gibson is Epiphone's top competitor, but Gibson has a very unique relationship with Epiphone. Even though they are rivals in separate companies, there is a partnership between the two. They share the same resources, they share the same designs, and both of them actually do have the rights to Les Paul names. So you can get a Les Paul from Gibson and from Epiphone. Naturally, the guitars will be of the same quality, or Gibson guitars will be of the same quality as Epiphones. You have Fender. Fender is a very good product. I'm not going to put them down. The Stratocaster is one of the most famous guitars in America, but when you compare it to Les Paul specials like this, Stratocaster just loses barely. Mostly it's because when Fenders wear out earlier than most other guitars, like the parts will just die down. I think it was Fenders, the Stratocaster, the humbuckers will last for about 12 years, but the humbuckers on this will last for about 16 years before they actually start to break down and lose their sound. And lastly, there is the Dean guitars. This is a special brand, a specialty brand of guitars. Most guitars, if not all of guitars from Dean, are meant for people who are experts at playing. These guitars have a great number of frets, at least 25 on their neck, and the strings are set wider, like on an acoustic, in order for solos to come with fewer mistakes. Also, as you can see up there from Dean, the designs of every single one of the guitar is very unique, and it can be somewhat awkward or somewhat tough to get used to for any beginner. Good thing about guitars is that they can also be altered a whole lot. Every single electric guitar on the market as of now can be customized in some sort of way. It's just, you can go whichever direction you want to. There is no limit. Unless, of course, you decide to customize and that customization voids the warranty. You won't have to worry with Epiphone products because as long as the serial number that came with the guitar is still intact in some way or shape, you can still get, the warranty will not be voided. Same goes with the Gibson guitars, but with Fender and Dean, if you were to make any alteration whatsoever to the product, that your warranty will be voided and there can be no takebacks. Now if we go into what you can to modify the guitar, one of the first changes that anyone makes to a guitar is the strings. All guitars come with basic sets of strings. They're not the greatest, but they do work. And so there are many different types of strings. You have nickel-plated steel cores, which make this clean, crisp sound. Most people like to use this. Most rock bands or just any type of player like to use the nickel-plated. And then you have flat grounds, which is mostly used by jazz and blues artists. They come with a more warm, smoother sound than that of nickel plates. You can also put lock tuners up here on the guitar to make sure that when you do tune your guitar, it'll stay in tune for longer periods of time instead of having to retune it over and over again. Usually after someone changes the strings, the next things will change are the pickups. The Les Paul comes with a pair of humbuckers. Humbuckers usually make these clean, robust sounds, very clear, very loud, say. But some guitarists don't like humbuckers. They usually like that kind of vintage, distorted sound that comes from single coils. Well, between the two, when you compare them, a humbucker can play almost every style except they will need devices called pedals, which will help change the sound to play more blues. They'll need like distortion or fuzz pedals to play blues, jazz, or old school rock. While with single coils, you won't need those pedals at all. However, when you start to play more technical styles, there's this problem that single coils have when it can't pick up too many sounds at once, so this feedback will come and then it'll go through the amp and then it'll just create this noise that's just horrible. And the last modification, the last modifications that you can make have to do with them changing the sound completely. Usually one of the first ones people like to make when it comes to that are whammy bars or vibrato bars, which is what you would put right here at the bridge. It's just this long metal rod that hangs out. And when you are to press on it, it will change the tension within the strings, and it will make it'll make the pitch higher or lower depending on which direction you go. And you can just have fun with that. And then one of the last devices is called the kill switch. And I have a lot of trouble explaining this to people because what the kill switch does, it just provides this effect in which it sounds like you're strumming, but you're not. It's sort of like an echo effect. But I have a video that explains it much better than. And here at the bottom, that red dot is the kill switch. It's called the kill switch because it serves as a connector between the power source and the pickups. So the second you press it, the power source gets cut off, and no more sound goes to the pickups. And you're killing the charge to kill switch. Now, most people will ask, why do I need this type of guitar? It's just for expression, to express yourself and who you are as a person. Everyone needs some sort of creative outlet. All I'm providing is a tool or a catalyst to assist in the process. Electric guitars, they're not for everybody, I know that. But this is a great guitar, I have to say. It's durable, it's versatile, it can sometimes be a chick or dude magnet. When you do buy a Les Paul Special, you will not be disappointed. Alright, any questions?
You're talking about the kill switch that you just showed us. Did you say that can be added to a guitar, or you have to buy one that comes with it?
Either or. Some Reggie guitars will come with a kill switch, but they're not really expensive. They're maybe $2, $3 to buy a kill switch.
Oh, cool.
How do you, just out of a question, how do you install it?
How do you install it? Well, there are a number of ways. I recommend going to a reputable dealer and just ask him to install it for you. What they'll do is they'll cut a little smaller hole within the board, within the electrical system, and then they'll insert the kill switch, and they'll connect the kill switch between the power output here. The power output here at the bottom, and between these the two pickups, and that's just as simple as that. Anything else? All right, thank you for your time.